Take a breath. Feel the coolness in your lungs. Hold it. In 60 seconds, that breath won't just be a physiological choice. It will be the final, precious relic of a world that no longer exists. We think of oxygen as life, as the air we share. We forget it is also the physical glue of the light we see. Within the first second, the sky doesn't just dim, it dies. Without oxygen molecules to scatter shortwave blue light, the atmosphere loses its color. Midday becomes midnight. But it is a midnight without stars, a lightless vacuum where the sun hangs like a lonely, burning witness to the end. On the ground, you won't realize the air is gone through your lungs, not yet. You will feel it on your skin. Oxygen is our invisible armor. It forms the ozone layer, 3 atoms of O bound together to shield us from the sun's fury. Without it, the shield is gone. Every living thing exposed to the noonday sun is instantly scorched by unfiltered UV radiation. Your skin doesn't tan. It undergoes a molecular burn. It isn't a heat burn. It is the literal tearing apart of your DNA by solar fire. The horror isn't just in the sky. It is in the very foundations of our civilization. Oxygen is the critical binding agent in CO2-cured concrete. It is the chemical lock that keeps the stones together. Without it, the bond is severed at a subatomic level. Every bridge, every skyscraper, every cathedral, and every dam on the planet loses its structural integrity instantly. The world becomes a playground of falling dust. In the sky, the age of flight ends in a heartbeat. Internal combustion relies on the marriage of fuel and fire cannot exist without its lover. Every jet engine, every car motor, every power plant stalls. Millions of tons of metal are suddenly no longer vehicles. They are projectiles. There are no explosions. There is no fire. There is only the terrifying, heavy sound of the wind as the machines we built to conquer the earth realize they are now nothing more than dead weight, plummeting toward a dissolving floor. Your body is 60% water, but your environment is defined by 21% air pressure. At the 30-second mark, that pressure drops by a fifth. It is a biological shock wave. It is the equivalent of being teleported from sea level to the death zone of Mount Everest in a millisecond. Your inner ear cannot compensate. The pressure differential causes your eardrums to rupture with the force of a gunshot inside your skull. You try to scream, but sound cannot travel through a vacuum. You aren't just suffocating, you are experiencing a chemical betrayal. As the air pressure vanishes, the boiling point of your blood drops below your body temperature. In a process called ebullism, the water in your soft tissues, your eyes, your tongue, your lungs, turns to vapor. You swell to nearly twice your natural size. You are alive, you are conscious, and you are trapped inside a body that is turning into a gas. Your heart beats faster and faster, trying to pump a liquid that is increasingly becoming steam. The final 10 seconds represent the end of the Earth as a solid object. We think of the ground as rock, but rock is a composition. The Earth's crust is 45% oxygen. It is the framework of every mountain and every canyon. As that oxygen departs, the very ground you stand on, the tectonic plates, the seabed, the soil, disintegrates into a fine silicate mist. The planet begins a literal freefall into its own center. There is no up anymore. There is only a swirling vortex of dust and 8 billion souls falling into a void where a home used to be. The oceans, now lacking the oxygen to remain water, turn into pure hydrogen gas, a volatile, invisible ghost of the seas we once sailed. The Earth is no longer a planet. It is a debris field. And then, the clock hits zero. It returns. The sky flashes back to blue. The pressure slams back down with the weight of a hammer. But there is nothing to catch the air. The cities are mounds of grey ash. The people are broken, gasping in a graveyard of dust. The 60 seconds are over, but the world we knew is a ghost story we will never have the chance to tell. We spend our short lives chasing wealth, status, and legacy. But we forget that we are all just temporary guests of a thin, invisible gas that decides, every single second, to keep us whole. Because the moment the world stops breathing, so do we.